at you with another video on the RZR. If you didn't see last video where I actually installed this exhaust, I'd highly recommend checking that out after you watch this video, of course, because it'll explain why I'm taking the exhaust off, why the police are why the police are saying that I have to remove the exhaust, which I completely agree with them. I never actually long-term, after starting it and running it, plan on leaving this thing on there. I really should, honestly should, just to stir up the pot a little bit more, but I don't want to be that guy, be that obnoxious all the time, and I just want to, especially around the house and stuff, and for my neighbors that I do like where I currently live, I don't really want to piss them off. I'm gonna take this thing off. I'm gonna find out, I actually did find the blow-off valve in the box, so we'll install that, hear how that sounds once I get that going. And I actually broke a stud on the exhaust when I took it off, and digging around in the box more, they actually supplied new stuff. It says exhaust flange bolts just in case one or more studs break. So we have those and then some extra hardware. I'll play a clip from ripping around yesterday, and then back to back I'll put a stock clip so you can see the full stock versus obnoxiously loud. And the owner from Goodall Off-Road actually reached out to me and said he's working on a new custom exhaust that won't be super loud. Arizona doesn't have sound regulations like here, so he realized that and he's gonna custom make me a new exhaust. Shouldn't be as loud, so we'll have that here on the channel soon. We'll back this thing out, get this thing taken off, get that stuff put on. So before I dive into this, I'm gonna have an update on the property on my Instagram story, or post it on my Instagram later this week. If you wanna see what's going down with the property and the track and the dirt, and if I have to tear down the track, or tear down the piles of dirt, sorry. I saw my lawyer today, and there's no actual code that the code enforcement guy referred to that applies to what I'm doing. I have it on my Instagram if you wanna see what's going down with that. So I know R125, I saw a lot of comments why I haven't started it. Here are all the parts, finally got in for this thing. All the engine stuff, all the bearings, all the miscellaneous stuff, so it's coming your way very soon. This is what I've really been waiting for from Nihilo Concepts, engine builder stand, so it'll make my life a lot easier. So I'm gonna start with leaving the exhaust on, and then put the blow-off valve on, see how it sounds with the exhaust since it's coming off. That way we can get a good before and after. This off, get this thing. We'll get the stock one ripped off and get this new one. Hopefully this isn't another 10-minute job that takes an hour. Alright, so it's pretty straightforward. Got everything hooked up, all lined up. It actually was a 10-minute job, surprisingly. No real big issues. All I had to do is then put this plug in down here. I'm actually gonna zip tie this tube up somewhere so it's not super floppy around. Paint on filter out in the back, so maybe it won't get sprayed with mud as much. That was my thought on that. Supposedly this is one of the loudest blow-off valves because it's actually going out into the atmosphere versus going back into this tube. A couple revving clips and then a couple driving around clips, and see how loud the blow-off valve is. Should sound pretty cool. Definitely sounds pretty cool. We'll drive it around and see if it sounds any different. Cooling the entire time, and then it barely tapping the throttle, it like blows off. Sounds pretty cool. Alright, so there you have it. There's the blow-off valve with the exhaust on there. I guess we'll let this thing cool down. We'll get it taken off, and then we'll put the stock one back on there and see how it sounds then. I said he's custom making me a new exhaust that's quieter. and it should fix the noise issues, along with still having a little different sound. Probably one of the easiest upgrades I've ever done. What's up, homie? What are you doing? All right, cool. I'll let this cool off and we'll get that taken off. Alright, so there you have it. There's the before and after sound test stock with the blow off, and then aftermarket exhaust with the blow off valve. I think I can change the sound of it if I do actually reconnect it to that tube that I close off. So if I take off that like filter and then connect it to that piece, I think it'll quiet it down if that's the way you want to go. I'm gonna run it like this for now, change it, see how it sounds both ways, and then determine which setup I like more. But like I said, he's custom making me another one that should be a little quieter. My gasket actually broke, so now I have an exhaust leak, so I gotta order up a new one of those. But for right now, it is what it is. For this video's sake, let me know what you think about the blow off, if I should leave it or quiet it down. Pretty cool, something different, add a little flavor to this thing now that I don't have an aftermarket exhaust. If you want to see more videos with this thing, like the video, maybe we'll bring it back to my property. We'll jump, not all the jumps, but some of the jumps maybe we'll attempt on this thing. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed. If you want to see what's going down at the property, what's going down with this, different bikes, you can follow me on Instagram at Tyler Monagan. Still want to check out the exhaust or any other parts for this thing, it'll be linked below. That's a new noise. Nice. I don't know what's making that noise. I thought that noise was the belt, but apparently not. Oh, that is super annoying now. I always thought that, like I said, it was the belt, but when I hold down on this, it goes away. So I don't know what that is. If any of you have had that on yours, let me know, because I can't figure it out. That's weird. It's always something. It's always something. But nonetheless, I'm gonna end this video here, go start up the next video. So on that, I'll see you guys in the next video.